Good evening, good evening. All right, I'm about to cross the line. Are y'all ready? I was sitting here talking with one of my plumbing buddies, Andrew, and I said, hey, man, I kind of got into it yesterday with a young woman about, trades and men versus males and, men versus women, and the males, are kind of equal to the women, blah, blah, blah. I said, but certain jobs like concrete, roofing, plumbing, shit like that, it's a man's job. And I seen her immediately. Seen the little indoctrination. I could see the indoctrination wheel going on. I could tell right away. She was like, I don't agree with that. I said, well, in general, plumbing is a man's job. Not talking intellectually. I'm talking about when you combine it all. You got to have some good intelligence to be a good plumber. You also have to have a certain bone structure in order to be productive. I ain't saying that, that two women couldn't do a man's job. You know what I mean? That kind of, here's Andrew anyways. You see the size of fucking Andrew there? And I'm no little whippersnapper either. I don't know if y'all see that, but I'm just telling you that a man's job, such as plumbing, it requires, a certain bone structure, a certain bone density, especially to do it for a while. Do you agree with that, Andrew?
I agree. You gotta have gotta be able to withstand over time.
Over time. And that's what I'm talking about here, is that when you do something repetitively every day and your body's not built for it. And I don't know how anyone could argue that, from a scientific, biological, point of view, point of fact, that there's not a difference in the bone structure. Even, and I told her this. I said, what about all of these males who think they're females now or identify as females, and they're kicking all the women's asses in the women's sports? In general, they are. To me, it's not fair. They shouldn't be competing with biological women when they're a biological male just because they either identify as a female or because they've had their anatomy altered, mutilated, whatever you want to call it, to fit what they perceive themselves to be. That's fine. Still doesn't change the fact that, how many 80-gallon water heaters you had to lug around over your lifetime?
Over a lifetime, I'd say good over 100.
Yeah. That's a lot of wear and tear on your body. And I've done over 100 well myself. And not counting thousands of 40 and 50-gallon little baby heaters. So, and that ain't counting all the tubs, big whirlpool tubs, jacuzzi tubs, cast iron plumbing.
It's almost about like saying a Ford Ranger can pull a tractor around. Yeah, you might pull it around for a little while, but it ain't gonna last too damn long.
And you ain't gonna be productive with it either.
No, sir.
You're not gonna be moving it with any speed. It's gonna be doing about 5 miles an hour if you pull my backhoe.
Oh yeah.
Maybe 10, because you ain't gonna be able to stop it for one, and for two, it just can't do it. You put it to the floor, it can't do it. All right, listen, I'm sure I'm gonna get in trouble for this. What do you think? Is plumbing a man's job?
I would say plumbing's a man's job. But now, I'd say a woman could go do a trim out minus the water heater.
Yep. And that's what I'm saying, in general, whenever you get in that truck.
Oh yeah.
When you get in that truck, you don't know what call's next. You don't know what phone call's going to ring. You don't know what shit you're going to be freaking picking up, moving, digging. Even digging. Something that just requires a shovel full of dirt. But to maintain that pace.
Oh yeah. I've dug for 8 hours straight.
Now don't get me wrong. I hired this male who was 27 years old on a weekend, and my wife worked with us. First time ever. It was just like 2 summers ago. And she went with us, and my wife outworked this male.
I was gonna say, in your women's defense, there are some men out there that can't handle this either.
Yes, but some men or males.
Males.
Yeah, but even so, I'm not even talking about on average. I'm talking about 99%, probably 90. If you take a real man and a real woman, plumbing's just built for a man.
Most definitely.
Convince me otherwise. Let me know. Put it in the comment section. Let's cross that fucking line. Adios, motherfuckers.